So if you really think things are getting bad, what are you doing about it today? Are you training? Are you preparing? I am. It's Monday, February 20th, 2023. A beautiful, absolutely stunning afternoon today. 80 degrees, not a cloud in the sky, no winds, absolutely gorgeous. So I'm going to take this time, this opportunity to share some information with you, share some of my thoughts and opinions, and I would love to know yours. So please feel free to comment down below. Please like this video, share this video, and most of all, make sure that you subscribe to this channel. If you want to help the cause, if you want to get the message out there, you want to support the channel, subscribe today. There's no obligation. Just hit the subscribe button, hit that bell notification down below so that you are alerted when the newest videos drop. But without further ado, a few things I want to talk about today. Hit a jiu-jitsu class this morning, got a really good workout in. And I was talking to Professor Elias, and you know, he made a really good point today as we talk about preparation on a daily basis and why we need to get our body in better shape and our minds in better shape, our spirit in better shape. And, you know, yet a lot of people don't do that. They quit before they even begin because they live in a world where they can control certain things. And, you know, when you get to an area of your life that you cannot control, people don't like that. People look at that as kryptonite. And if you've ever done jiu-jitsu, to me, it's human chess. And if you're brand new to it, it can be very complicated at times. It can be discouraging at times, and it's how you look at it. And a lot of people, when they are taken out of their comfort zone and they start to do something that they're not comfortable with, something that really challenges them, a lot of people quit. And I've noticed that in life. As soon as things get uncomfortable, as soon as people are challenged, as soon as people have to do something they don't like, as soon as things get bumpy, people quit. And a lot of people out there could probably relate that to relationships. Maybe you've gone through a divorce and they found out that the partner that they had, that once things got bumpy, once the challenges arrived, they bounced. And I see that in life where some people welcome the challenge. Some people love the challenge. Some people love to better themselves. And some people will never challenge themselves. They will stay in a comfortable area where they're never challenged. And you know, today in this world, as violent as it is getting, crime is getting absolutely out of control. It's been out of control. It's going to get much worse as the economy gets worse. Yet people are not challenging themselves. They're not getting out of their comfort level. They just believe, hey, I live in a gated community. I live in a nice neighborhood. I've got a nice zip code. I have a nice house. Nothing's going to happen to me. Maybe I'm a big person. Nobody's going to challenge me. Nothing bad can ever happen to me. All that is the farthest thing from the truth. Right now, ladies and gentlemen, as I start this video today, you've got to be challenging yourselves physically, mentally, spiritually, financially. Even as it gets uncomfortable, you may feel like a fish out of water. You may feel like that cat underwater trying to solve a Rubik's Cube. You got to do it. You got to do it now. Because as we continue down this very dark road, things are going to get very uncomfortable. They're going to get extremely challenging. How do you challenge yourself then if you're not challenging yourself now? How do you deal with force then if you're not dealing with force right now? How do you have security? How do you have the training in security if you're not doing it right now? How are you going to have security down the road? If you don't have money right now, if you're not protecting that money right now, how will you have that money down the road? Most people will be penniless. Most people will not know how to defend themselves. Most people will have never been challenged because they've spent too much time watching TV, texting and emailing, watching Netflix, watching cartoons, pretending nothing bad will ever happen to them. And they're in for a rude awakening here very shortly as this economy continues to collapse. And you know, I watch other videos and I notice a lot of people really use the fear tactic. Maybe I'm guilty of that too. I know people have said I'm doom and gloom, I'm negative, it's all fear. But I always try to present a solution that we need to be proactive in doing something for what is coming. And I've noticed that there's a lot of people out there every day. The world's coming to an end, and the world is not coming to an end, ladies and gentlemen. It is evolving. It is going to change. We're going to watch a wealth transfer take place. We're going to watch new superpowers. We're going to see a new world reserve currency in our time. We're going to watch the dollar really come under competition. That doesn't mean the dollar is going to cease to exist, but it's going to come under a lot of competition. But there's going to be a lot of changes. But does that mean it's all coming to an end? No, it does not. There are people out there daily telling you that the banks are going to collapse. Are they? Yeah, I think at some point they are. But why do these same people have their money in the bank? Get your money out of the banks, have enough in there to pay the bills. But I've noticed that the same people every day with the banks talk about them having money in the banks. Why do they have money in the bank if they're telling all of us that's going to collapse? Should you have your money in the bank? Enough to pay the bills, that's it. But I question people who continually use the fear, but they're not doing anything. I've noticed people out there that will comment on other people's shape. Oh, this person's overweight, they're fat, they're obese. Yet the same person that makes these claims, these same people have 3 chins. So, I don't understand the point of all this. And I guess the point that I'm making is, look, the world is changing. It's not going to come to an end. You need to prepare. Don't judge other people. Don't worry about how fat they are. Worry about you. Worry about you. If you have 2 or 3 chins, get yourself in shape right now. But it just bothers me a little bit that, so many people love to try and cash in on the fear, yet the same people that make these claims do absolutely nothing. Are they out there at the range training? Do they have their money out of the banks? Did they hit the gym today? Are they hitting the gym? Are they bettering themselves physically? Especially, are they bettering themselves spiritually? There's no way you can believe what we're heading into and not believe that this is spiritual warfare, because this is spiritual warfare. And if you believe things are going to get bad, if you believe in the collapses, if you believe that we're going to be tested and challenged, then you understand that this is spiritual warfare. How are you preparing for spiritual warfare? Are you getting close to God? Are you saying your prayers? What are you doing? Are you asking God for direction? But again, what are these people doing as far as a skill set? Are they learning how to do anything? And I'm not picking on anybody specific. I'm saying in general, there's a lot of people out there every day, sometimes multiple videos. But what are they doing to better themselves? Why should we be listening to these people when they tell you to buy gold and silver? They don't buy gold and silver. They tell you to get your money out of the bank. Their money's in the bank. They tell you to get in better shape, yet they have 3 chins. So what in the world, is the real message of these people? What are they really doing? Yes, I do believe the banks are going to collapse, and I do believe that a majority of your money should not be in the banks. But I also believe don't live in fear. Live in a time where you're preparing, you're getting stronger, you're challenging yourselves, and you're going to evolve with these changing times. The people who talk the big game but aren't walking the walk, these people are not going to evolve. These people are going to be victims of this economic collapse. But again, be cautious who you're listening to and a lot of the garbage that they promote. I want to share a couple articles with all of you today. First one from the economic collapse. The economic nightmare that you have been waiting for is here. There is no doubt about that. This has been a death by 1,000 cuts, and it's continuing. Those people who used to comment down below, when's the collapse going to happen? Where's the collapse? When's it going to happen? Well, they've disappeared because it's here. It has begun. It's going to continue to accelerate. It's going to continue to get much worse. That's why you better get your money out of the banks. That's why you better have a skill set or multiple skill sets. That's why you better get in better physical, mental, and spiritual and financial shape today, ladies and gentlemen. Time is not your friend. The Conference Board's index of leading economic indicators has now fallen for 10 months in a row. This hasn't happened since the collapse of Lehman Brothers. The median price of a home in San Francisco has plunged 35%. The largest office landlord in Los Angeles, Brookfield Corporation, is defaulting on multiple properties, $800 million plus in default. The layoffs in tech, in banking, in mortgage continue, and they're going to continue. We've had 1,045 tech companies in the last year lay off 161 100,000 workers. This year, 380 companies have fired 108,000 workers. Walmart continues to shut down stores. The good news is we are in the early stages and you can still get ready. If you have the side hustles going on, if you have a job right now, the people out there who have no skill sets, no side hustles, no job, they're in big trouble right now. They are in big trouble. And I've been warning people for 5 years to get ready because this day is coming, and here we are now, and people are now beginning to panic. And wait till the layoffs really begin to hit those blue collar jobs, middle America. That's when people are really going to get worried. Right now, we see a lot in tech, we see a lot in finance, mortgage, and in banking, but we're going to start seeing more of it happen to blue collar jobs, and then it's going to start hitting the service sector industry, and people will wish that they had a job, especially when the system breaks down and can no longer send these people money. TheEconomicCollapse.com. As the economy implodes, credit card balances are increasing at the fastest pace in U.S. history. Now, is this a good sign or a bad sign for the economy? Without a doubt, it is a very, very bad sign because people are getting themselves in very, very big trouble as they dig a very deep hole with all this debt with 19 to 30% interest. The average person right now is being absolutely beaten economically in this country. U.S. household debt now $16.9 trillion. During the fourth quarter of 2022, an increase of $394 billion of household debt was added. Credit card balances now are swelling at $986 billion. We're nearly at $1 trillion in credit card debt. Credit card balances are growing at 15.2% year over year. 18.3 million Americans were behind in credit card payments at the end of 2022. Is this a good indication that the economy is recovering? Absolutely not. The Fed is going to continue to raise rates, ladies and gentlemen, and unfortunately it's not going to do much because the government is spending too much money. More is going out than coming in. So we have a real serious combination here of interest rates going up while the government has more going out. It's going to be a big problem. Amazon corporate workers face pay reduction after shares slip. It's projected that workers are going to make 15 to 50% less than projected. Amazon stock down 35% over the past year. Again, people will wish that they had a job. Here's another one today. Dollar store mania takes over rural America. A tiny Kentucky town with a population of 1,400 people has 6 of the budget retailers. It doesn't really matter where you live. You're going to see more and more dollar stores because that's where poor people are forced to shop now. And we're going to see more and more poor people. And you could say, oh, the middle class is shopping there. Well, the middle class is shopping there because they're going poor. So you're going to see more middle class going poor. And that means that they're going to be shopping more at these dollar stores. So pretty soon, wherever you live, it's going to be dollar stores and Walmarts and corporate fast food and Costco's, and that's it. That's going to be what it's all going to look like in your area. And most cities now where you live across America all look the same. I can be in different parts of Orange County, Riverside County, San Diego County, LA County, and go to a different city. They all look alike because there's a Walmart, there's a Costco, there's a Taco Bell, there's a McDonald's, there's a Jack in the Box, and there's a dollar store. They're all beginning to look alike. Now, I'm going to close with this last article coming from The Hedge. Billionaire John Paulson, you need gold, not dollars. I couldn't agree more. And as I leave you today, I'm not going to sit here and tell you what to do. I'm not going to give you financial advice, but I will share with you what I'm doing, what people in my circle are doing, and it's important also to have a very good network of friends that also have skill sets and that think just like you do. But one of the most important things I think we can be doing right now is stacking precious metals, especially gold. Me personally, it's cash, it's gold, it's silver, and I'm looking for, I'm looking for land, I'm looking for a ranch in the South. But, if you cannot buy land, if you can't buy a ranch, get yourself an ounce of gold. Get yourself a few ounces of silver. This is stuff that you can put in your pocket, get on a plane, be anywhere in the world, and wherever you land, they will recognize that gold, that silver as real money. It's going to have value. And those are two of the most liquid assets on planet Earth. You can convert those assets into any fiat currency on the globe. So extremely important to have. We'll talk more about that this week, but we are in a time now where I think John Paulson is 100% right, but I believe in being diversified. Have land, have dollars, have gold, have silver, and have all the essentials in between: the food, the water, the security, the training, the skill sets, everything. Take the time right now. We are running out of time, ladies and gentlemen. We are running out of time. People ask me, where's a safe, reliable place to buy precious metals? Go to my link down below, SD Bullion. They've been fantastic. Check them out. I'm going to leave it there today. God bless all of you. Stay safe. Be training. Be preparing. Get stronger. Get smarter. Get more financially independent. And make sure, most of all, you're walking close to God and asking God for direction. God bless all of you. Look forward to speaking with all of you very, very soon.